What's up everybody, Sunkist here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a tanky ghoul build that you'll be able to take the ultracite terror down solo in less than 50 seconds. So stick around for that, and I will also show how I farm the ultracite terror on repeat. Hopefully you enjoy the video and learn something new. If you do, hit one of the buttons, like or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you at the end. Feel free to pause the video here if you'd like to take screenshots or just to kind of take note of these step-by-step instructions on how to repeat the ultracite snake. Or if you'd like, at the end of the video or towards the end of the video, there will be a video and kind of talk through of how it's done. But these written instructions work pretty good too, so feel free to screenshot if you'd like. All right, starting off with our build here. Go ahead and show you the special. Here is my special point allocation, and this is before any of the legendary perk cards are applied. So we got 15 strength, 1 perception, 11 endurance, 3 charisma, 6 intelligence, 10 agility, and 10 luck. Feel free to screenshot if you'd like. And up in the legendary perk cards, we have Funky Duds and 4 legendary specials maxed out, with taking 1 for the team as well. Over in strength, we have a couple carry weight related perk cards, and then we have Brick Wall to be immune to staggering when you have high glow. All of the heavy gunner perks maxed out. We will not be utilizing crippling for this build because I have found that it's actually faster to just start shooting the snake's eyes right away rather than spending the time to cripple it. Over in perception, we have concentrated fire maxed out and number cruncher maxed out for extra damage. Life giver to be a little bit tanky. Bullet shield to reflect some damage back to the snake. Revenant, I just have this on here. If you have a scout spanner, you can get an extra damage for this. I don't use it all the time, but you know, if you're trying to go for personal wreckers, I guess you could use Revenant. Also works if you have a full team too, because then you don't have to use a scout spanner. But glowing gut to increase the amount of rads we take with our food. Tenderizer for extra damage. Stabilized for extra damage. Science monster for extra damage. Everything else, power user and batteries included, not required, but good quality of life. We have all the onslaught cards maxed out, minus the onslaught, or minus Gunslinger Master. Obviously, we don't want to do reverse onslaught here. I do have 1 rank of Action Boy on here, and 1 rank of Born Survivor. Those are just quality of life, not needed there. But over in luck, we have better criticals, critical savvy, faulty spots, glowing criticals, curator, ricochet, 4-leaf clover, and go with salt. And then my mule count that I use to farm the snake is sharing bloody mess. Also, if anybody else in the team is able to run 3 charisma or however much charisma and share bloody mess, that works too. But you're probably wondering why I'm not using what is it called here? Mad Scientist that expends glow, and then also over here I'm not using the one I think it's like Rad Power or something like that. Yeah, I'm not using this one that expends glow, and the reason I don't use that is because I don't want to expend any of my glow, so that I can, for one, keep Brick Wall active as long as possible, and then also keep glowing criticals as active for as long as possible. On PC, it would be worth running those, but on controller, it just takes too much time to open your Pip-Boy and spam stuff to get your glow back, or, you know, use your quick wheel. So I personally don't run those, and I think it's just more efficient, and you'll be going through toxic goo a lot less fast that way too. For our armor, or for our weapon, I guess I should say, I am using a Gatling plasma with all of the new modifications that came out with it this season. So the calibrated capacitor, the rifled barrel, stinging core receptacle, accelerated nozzle, reflex sight. And then the rolls I have on this are Furious, 50 crit, VATS optimized, and conductors. Technically, faster fire rate is faster for time to kill, but you have to use more ammo, and you also have to use more consumables to keep your AP up just because of how fast the fire rate is. So I personally use 50 crit just so I don't have to use as many consumables for AP related things. Probably should use a repair kit on this thing quick too. For armor, we have a full set of Nocturnals, +2 endurance, food, drink, chem, and limit breaking with the medic pump on here, just to heal us if we get too low. I do have one piece of chameleon to activate that Nocturnals. The other pieces that have Nocturnals. And for the helmet, I think we just have the VATS matrix overlay just for extra VATS accuracy. And for our buffs, we do run a big gun bobblehead. We also have a Tesla Science 7 for energy gun crit damage. And we are running Company T and either Mega Sloth Mushroom Soup or Blight Soup for extra crit damage. Mutations are Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon. So I do think that my HP is not being calculated correctly right now. So let's see. Yeah, 599. There we go. So we're at just about 600. I'm not... Life Giver could be kind of glitchy sometimes because earlier I saw that I had 611. Now I have 599. You just saw me change back and forth there. It's hard to say. But you'll have around 600 HP with this build when you're on a team. Let me grab some more food here. Grab some more Blight Soup because I'm about to run out of my other one. Go ahead and take that. And I'll walk you through how I do my runs here. Obviously, if you follow the steps at the end of the video or just screenshot the steps that I put at the beginning for how to farm the snake on repeat, you'll know that you have to down yourself to respawn back down here. So I usually use my cremator for that, but I'm already down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready to start. Make sure my Gatling plasma is reloaded. Get ready to spam Psycho Buff and take our slime cake. And then we just pretty much take about 4 either slime cakes or canned coffee or regular, cake, whatever you have. But we're just gonna go ahead and start shooting the eye right away. And obviously we want to let him hit us so we can activate our taking with the team. Take some more sliced glowing cake, whatever it's called. And we're just gonna keep firing through this. I got staggered. Our glow's gone, but that's alright. We're just gonna keep shooting here. And just about 39 seconds. So this build, you pretty much get it done in under 40 seconds pretty consistently. So there are 2 methods for farming the snake. The first one will require 2 accounts and 2 screens, which is the way that I do it just because it's quicker. And the second method does not require 2 screens, just 1 screen and multiple characters on your account. Both methods will involve carrying said mule or alternative character to the final stage of the raid and then leaving before it completes. What this will do is lock that character and or account on the snake stage. So from then on, that mule account / alternative character will be the raid leader going in. So my mule count is in here. I'll go ahead and join this team. I'll enter the raid with the mule. Enter the raid with my main account. And also, if you're doing this with friends, you'll want to make sure that everybody is inside the raid before you go ahead and back out with your mule account. So now that I'm loaded in, the mule's loaded in, you can see that my quest marker objective is explore the deepest caverns. That's what you're going to want. So I'll back out here with my mule. And now, essentially, my mule account, that is the party leader, is still saved on having the snake as its, active raid objective. So you pretty much just keep resetting it that way. And the best way to get down there is to have some sort of weapon that you can down yourself with. So for me, since I'm a bloodied build, I'm gonna use the cremator, and it should spawn me right down over by the snake. There we go. So you only really need one person to go down if you have teammates, because once you activate the snake, it'll pull everybody down. So that is the first method. Now, the second method is a little bit more time consuming, but if you just have access to, your one Xbox or one screen, you're going to want to use this method. And essentially what you're going to want to do is create a new character or use one of your mule characters and get that account get that character to the snake stage of the raid, and then leave before the snake fight is complete. So for example, I could bring one character into the raid, get them to the snake, and then leave. All right. Now what I'm going to do with that character is create a team, have your friend join that team. Now that you're on a team together, you're going to walk in as the leader with your alternative character. Your teammate will walk into the raid. After you're both in, you will leave the raid with your alternative character, leave the server, switch characters, back to your main character, join back in the lobby or in that server with your friend, and then join his new raid team or her new raid team. And essentially, you'll be on the snake, and you'll just have to keep going back and forth between characters. Sorry, motorcycle went by. You'll just have to keep going back and forth between characters. Essentially, go to your alternative character to load up the snake, have your friend join, back out with the alternative character, leave the server, change to your main, load back in, go in the raid, and off you go. Sorry if that's confusing. So if you have more questions about it, let me know in the comments. I want to mention that this is not using any bugs or glitches within the game. It is utilizing in-game systems and processes. Essentially, the way that the raid works is if you leave the raid in the middle of a stage or right after a stage, no matter whatever point you're at, whatever checkpoint you're at, essentially, you can come back into the raid to that stage. The reason it is like that is it's designed intentionally to be that way. So if an event pops up that you want to go to, or if somebody spawns a nuke boss, or for whatever reason you need to leave the raid, or even if you crash, you don't get reset and have to redo the whole raid. So this is essentially just utilizing that system within the game in order to farm the snake. That's my preferred boss to farm, if you will. Theoretically, you could use this method on any stage of the raid that you wanted to, whether that be the drill, the enclave generals, the ultracite crystals, or the snake. Obviously, for the Eno 6, you wouldn't need this method because you can just leave the quest and rejoin the raid. Since it's the first stage, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's how you do it. If you have questions in the comments, again, just let me know. Thank you so much for making it to this point of the video. I really appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you learned something new and whether you prefer to farm the ultracite snake or any of the stages of the raid, or just run raids with a ghoul or a human, and what are your favorite weapons to use for it. I'll catch you in the next video, and again, thanks for watching. Have a good one.